Okay, here we are, right back in the action. This is just, all I really did was run back from Razor Hill to Thornhill. A much different sort of hill than Razor Hill, even though they have, well, thorns and razors, things that could penetrate your skin. But, you know, the Quilboar and the Orc, they live in much different fashion. Unlike what you know, Alliance people think. We are actually nothing like the Quilboar, even though in another world we might be allies with them. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and look for that forged steel ingot to turn into the homie who does the warrior quest, Gruzmunds. I don't know his name exactly, but I'm closing on that. It's in that little chest right there. So we're killing this Quilboar here. Pardon me. And yep, he's dead. And we go ahead and loot the chest. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut back to turning that in, and we will see you in just a minute. Here we are. Going over to turn in the quest. Level 40 warrior died there, and a level 60 you can see on the death log died earlier. And I'm just grabbing the dagger in case I might decide to use daggers later, because if somehow we are totally screwed over on leather, there is one item we can craft, which should be on the screen there, and requires only these pearls, which I figure we can just grind Naga or Murloc, or potentially even Makrura if there are appropriate level ones, and get those taken care of. So I'm probably going to be heading back to Orgrimmar to do some housekeeping, then head over to Razor Hill, of course. I mean, not Razor Hill, I'm talking about Crossroads in just a second here. So let's hit this ore and see what we got, and then we'll head over there. Oh, 2 roughs and a copper. Just a copper. Rough and a copper, but it's a 4-hitter. It's a 4-3. A 4-3. That's not terrible, especially with rough stone being a whole lot less useful, but we will need that copper ore continuing on to bronze ore. And we're really at that point. So let's see if the mine gods have blessed us with this one here. There's a copper. There's a copper. And, oh my god. I'm sorry you had to watch that. I truly apologize. Not sure I'll leave it in the edit, but may your day be blessed. May your day be blessed. I don't know what else to say. I love a good Warcraft 3 reference. This mine with the peons in it is always awesome. For those of us who did play Warcraft 3 back in the day, like, it's peak gaming. So we're going to meet you over in the Crossroads. I'm going to fly over to Orgrimmar with the Meats quest. If you're familiar with, you know, World of Warcraft, you know that every single level, like, you know, 10 to 12 to 20 zone, you know, aka Silver Pine or the Barrens or Westfall or Aberdeen, has a quest to fly back to your home capital, turn something in, and fly back to get you used to using flight paths. So I'm going to go ahead and cut over to me picking that up and taking the flight to Orgrimmar. And we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. And, well, see you then. Alright, we're in it. This is Zarg. And he wants me to take his meat to Orgrimmar. Not sure about the other innuendo there, but, you know. Zarg seems like a nice fella. So, turning this in. This is an awesome quest because it gives you 1,000 XP. You know, that part gives you 210, but when you do the last turn-in part, it ends up being 1,000. So here I am. I already opened it up. I'm going to fish a little bit once I get to Orgrimmar. So we're going to go ahead and meet you over there while I'm fishing and enjoy maybe 1 or 2 casts as we ramble about nonsense. I am buying the strong fishing pole, vendoring my old one, selling my shiny baubles in place for night crawlers, and considering the rainbow fin albacore, but realizing, hey, I don't think I can actually fish those up. Do you fish those up in salt water in perhaps Azeroth? Not Azeroth. Eastern Kingdoms? Azeroth is the whole world, but if I remember correctly, at some point, just Eastern Kingdoms was referred to as Azeroth. So, you know, lore experts can confirm me on this. Let's see what this first fish is. It's a raw longjaw mud snapper. Raw longjaw mud snapper. And a raw brilliant small fish. So, I'm going to go ahead and fish a bit here. Might work some more. My blacksmithing, by the way, guys, is 89, I believe, at the moment. Fishing's up to 77 now. So we're going to go ahead and continue this journey, and I will see you at the next step of our quest. Back to the crossroads, turn in our stuff, so to speak. About 8 seconds till we land here. See if I sync that up right. And boom, we're in the crossroads, and just check out this huge XP bump we're about to hit. I think we're probably going to hit level 14 this episode. Episodes might start to slow down in terms of leveling speed, especially if I actually want to get this character to 60. I may have to just slow down. Look at that, 1050. 1050, and all I had to do was fly to Orgrimmar and back and talk to some people. Plus the like 600 you get. Boom. That's a quest you should always do. Pick it up. You could even time it with like when you're training your skills. And here come the beakless Plainstriders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's usually the Zephyr hoops that screw me over, but today it was the beakless Plainstriders. We're going to see in a little bit here how many of these I actually have to kill to get enough beaks to turn in this quest. But as you can see, there's 7 beaks, and let's see if this first one drops a beak here. They run like Mo effers, so to speak. No beak, just meat. I mean, I like meat. I think we're pretty much have agreed there that I like meat. But I need some beaks. Not just meat, but beaks. I might like to cook meat. I don't know what you were thinking, if there's anything else you were thinking there, but I'd like to cook and eat meat. I am a savage orc man. So I'm going to be grinding Plainstriders, and I'm going to be going over to the guy with the centaur quests. Pick those up, Kodobracers and Kodobane. And I think it might be a good plan to kind of end the episode on the drama that has to do with Kodobane. When I say that I should be dead now 3 times after fighting that guy. And you can see, I'm just tearing down these Plainstriders. I've now killed 3, not a single beak yet. Let's see if we get one here. Remembering to hamstring, of course. No beak. I wish I could use a shield. Hunter coming in to kill those guys. Probably for, what, Chen's empty keg, I think. You need the paws that those guys drop. Hope we can find his keg somewhere. But let's see if there's a beak from this guy. In fact, maybe we shouldn't end this take until we get a beak here, because I don't even remember how long it took. Still no beak. Where are my beaks? 5 kills. No beaks. Where my beak? Give me my beak. And hit him. Still no beak. Where's my beak? God? Where's my beak? Sometimes you get a little impatient. I also, of course, picked up the Razormane Attacks quest. And I'm just clearing out mobs here because I need a path to run. Also, hashtag where my beaks. Where my beaks. Because I do not have a single one yet. But at this point, I've decided to just pivot. And there are plenty of Plainstriders. My armor's 505. It's not terrible. There's another Orc Warrior. Just gotta wonder one thing about him, though. And if you can figure out what that one thing is, write it down in the comments. So I continue to grind these guys. I continue to grind beaks. So I'll check in with you once I have made some significant progress on that. I just have one question for you, ladies and gentlemen, as I fight this Plainstrider. Miss. 39. 43. 56, 57, and a 57. They're my beaks, ladies and gentlemen. They're my beak. Singular. Didn't mean to put an S on there. They're my beak. So we're going to continue to keep track of these beaks as we go and continue to kill. You can see in the corner there, I'm almost done with the disrupt the attacks. And I'm going to go ahead and get the cargo. So we'll finish up this Plainstrider, see if we get this thing that allegedly exists. I guess I have one of them, but I don't know if it's the only one in existence. I said, where my beak? I have just beak. Here my beak? No, I should have beaks. Taking out this guy. 48. 46. 63. That's a 4 on the hamstring and a miss. Ooh, and a dodge with the overpower? Oh, it's a 51. Okay. It's a decent overpower. I don't have the overpower talent yet. And they're my beaks. Alright, now I finally have beaks. I will check into you once I've made some more progress on that. We'll see you soon. Alright. About to pick up the lost supplies from the crossroads. Luckily, this guy's here. He cleared it all out for me. So I didn't have to really worry about, you know, face pulling these guys and slowly pulling them out. And I think there's an ore coming here or something. Otherwise, I'm just going to head back. But as you can see, I have finished disrupt the attacks. I have finished supplies for the crossroads. I now have 3 beaks. That is 3 beaks. So I'll check in with you once I've finished the beaks. I also grabbed a raptor head, but that's kind of a... There isn't high density raptor hood here. I usually do that once I go to Ratchet. So... I'm not really expecting anything, but I'm going to continue to grind these Plainstriders here. I'm including the fleeting ones now, and we'll check into how many we actually killed in a little bit here to get all of our beaks. To anyone who ever doubted my power, may you pray that I... May you pray that I forget your name, 108 crit, baby! Alright. I'll meet up with you, no beak on that one, by the way. I'll meet up with you once I finish the beaks. Final count on the beaks, you can see there are 23 greater Plainstriders and 6 fleeting Plainstriders for 7 beaks. Making that a, give me a moment, 27% drop rate or so. So not actually that terrible in retrospect. I just remember it being much higher. Feels like the hooves are a lot worse, though we haven't done hooves yet. So we still have hooves ahead of us. Maybe I'm cursed, but grinding is not the worst thing. The reason I'm rambling right now is because I am about to, if you can look at that filled purple bar over there, D-I-N-G. That spells ding, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming right here. Give it to me, Thork. Thank you, Thork. And I'm getting the chain for the Quilboar. Kreenig Snarl Snout's Tusk. Finishing out improved Rend, begrudgingly, but I need Impale later. And turning in, getting the next parts of the chains. And here I'm deciding, hey, I am going to do fungal spores and explore the Forgotten Pools and then also go see the Centaurs. So let's go ahead and grab those and meet Mr. Kodobane. So I will see you there. Alright, final scene of the episode here. I'm fighting a Wrangler. These are really, really annoying guys because they net you, run away a little bit, and then shoot you with a bow. So it's good to hamstring them. It's good to pull them far away from other mobs. Thank goodness he didn't pull Kodobane there. And I'm going to go ahead and eat some fish. Heal up. And can I take Kodobane at level 14? We're going to find out. Charge in. I have a dodge, but an overpower. It's a 45. That's a 41 there. He is hitting me very hard, though. That's a 46 on his side. A 51 on his side with a miss from me. Pop the potion. Might have messed up my swing timer there. Wasn't quite looking. Oh, he has the same move as the other guys. I am netted. Can I do this? We'll see. I'm going to net his butt, and I'm going to run away. But just then, you remember, this is an MMORPG. Do you know what that means? We have friends. Friend! And he kills him for me. Thank you, sir. That's why there's no solo on this challenge. I cannot stand playing this game not being able to group up with people. But you can see he's totally decked out. He's got NG goggles. He's probably got all BOEs. I get his head. And I am out of here. Good luck, sir. Have a wonderful day. But I am not risking... Oh! They're coming for me. I gotta fight him. Hopefully he helps me out here. I'll help him out. He's just trying not to get netted, I guess. Yep. In there. Now I am out. Hearthing out. So we will see you in the next one here. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage, so we're going to be skipping over a lot of stuff in the next one. But, nonetheless, I'll explain more, and we will see you in a little bit.